Heh. 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 Alright. Alrighty, YouTube lands. We are doing a iPhone 6s. That was... What's up, Mark? iPhone 6s that we did a screen on a couple weeks ago, and the customer brought it back today and said that the screen stopped working, and he was kind of, it seemed like he was kind of angry, especially on the phone. And then when he showed up, he just had this vibe that he was not happy. So noticed first off, it had a crack across the screen from looks like a drop in the top left corner. So it already, these are gloves, so I don't know what's in this phone. It's got some liquid damage. So he said that he didn't know why it shut off. I showed the crack to him. He said, yeah, it's a hairline crack, it shouldn't affect the screen. So I was like, well, let me check it out. If it's nothing to do with that, if it's something that we did, we'll be happy to replace it. So I opened it up, and in the inside we found lovely rust. And it's dried out some now, but there was water all over the backside. You can see it on the battery, all the water spots. There's rust all over that. There's rust and discoloration on the SIM tray. Then on the back of the screen, you've got more rust, more water spotting. There's quite a bit of liquid in here. When I pointed out that there was water in it, I guess he had amnesia, or somebody stole his phone and threw it in water, I guess. I don't know. But, I mean, it comes back to me, and I understand being in this business that you're going to have issues like this, but it kind of bothers me that customers are like this. What does it taste like? Tastes like sadness. It kind of bothers me that customers are like this, though. That, I mean, maybe somebody did throw his phone in water and didn't tell him, or spilled something on it and didn't tell him, but I don't know how you forget that your phone's been submerged in water. And if you did know, lying about it is even worse. And honestly, it's kind of bullshit. And we know people do this, and it seems to happen a lot in the cell phone repair industry, especially with, what's up, Anthony? With I gotta ship your phone out today. I forgot to check the email. It really pisses me off that people won't take responsibility for their own doing, and then will lie about it to try to get something out of you when you did nothing wrong, and act pissed off at you like it's your fault. And then until you catch them, and then they change their tune, which that's really bullshit. So, looking at the connectors here, we can see quite a bit of corrosion on them. Chances are it's going to need a new screen. The home button looks highly corroded. It could be very well damaged, the actual button itself, because that looks like it's probably one of the high voltage lines. Yeah, it came brand new like this in the box. Yeah, sorry. I noticed it was out of focus. Here, I will get it in focus. Let me get my camera in focus, and then I'll get you all in focus. Alright, so that should be a little better. You can see the corrosion there. What's up, Greg? Exactly, personal accountability. And I don't, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know in this industry how you handle it. Do you get pissed off at the customer? Do you just silently screw them because they are assholes to you? Do you call them out to their face and then have an argument? Like, what do you do? After I opened it and saw the amount of liquid in it, I was like, well, man, I was like, obviously this is what's caused your phone not to turn on. So I was like, I can try to fix it for you, but I was like, I told him, I was like, I don't know what results we're gonna have. I'll just let you know. But it kind of changed from a tone of him blaming me for his phone not working to him saying, well, can you get it fixed today, kind of thing. And yeah, I stopped working on it immediately and showed it to him. I mean, as an owner, it's hard to say how you treat this. Like, what's viewed as unprofessional? What's normal? What's like? I've had altercations with customers that have blatantly lied, not physical, but just verbal altercations, and maybe that's the wrong way to go about it. I don't know. I just don't like being lied to and then made to feel like it's something I did when they obviously know it's something they did. Like, it pisses me off. What I usually would make it seem like neither party is at fault and charge the customer part price. I mean, I'm not going to charge him part price for this. It's obviously his fault. I mean, I'm not fixing a water damaged phone for free. And I didn't sit there and blame him, but I mean, at the same time, he sat there and blamed me when he walked in and acted like we screwed his phone over and we were assholes somehow, I guess. I don't know. Just that vibe. He didn't say that, but you know how people are. What are you going to do about it? Are you going to fix it? I mean, we stand behind our stuff. I almost feel like customers come in and they think that we are hell-bent on stealing their money or something. Like we're just going to give them shoddy parts and not stand behind it. Even though it specifically says in our warranty that we stand behind it. I definitely try to help customers. I don't ever tell them just to go screw themselves, but at the same time, it also really bugs me when people try to intentionally lie. I could understand if he came in and was trying to like hide the fact that he dropped it in water and was just like, I don't know what happened, it just turned off. But he came in with the attitude like, it's shut off, what are y'all gonna do about it? Are y'all gonna fix it? And that's what kind of bugs me, knowing damn well he knew what was wrong with it. He knew what the issue was. Alright, so let's get the looking around here and see what we can find. Well, luckily it didn't look too bad so far. Maybe just mostly screen damage. We'll clean it up though, just to make sure. Let's see. Sorry, I missed some comments up there. People are always going to screw you, but you want to, don't you? The biggest ones we see are people who set their phones in cup holders after a drink And people take their phone in the bathroom and not wrapped in a shirt. I told him $125 to fix it, if we can get it working again. That covers my screen cost if it's just a screen. Good cheeseburger. I'm sure you know where the bag of chips is. Did it work? Yeah, I got it to boot up, but it went directly into DFU mode, which meant the RAM chip probably had to be pulled and fucked with, and after pulling the RAM chip, the CPU warped, which meant pretty much it was over and done with. But I kind of know what I need to do in the future, so I suspect in the future we'll probably have some better luck. We definitely made a lot of progress, though. Alright, so pull this waterproofing stuff off because it obviously didn't do anything. And I'm going to have to work around these connectors anyway, and it's just going to melt as soon as I hit it with heat. But I need to get around these connectors and clean this up. I need to buy these. You can buy these online. These actual gaskets. Brand new. I think they're like 10 cents a piece or something like that. Straight out of Kapton. Crazy motherfuckers with attitude. Supposedly the phone still was working, just the screen wasn't lighting up. So, based on what I've seen so far, I can believe that. Looks like it's got some corrosion mostly around the connectors. Quit selling wet phones? Oh, well, I'll try, Larry. Alright, so we got some corrosion around the back camera LDO right there. Luckily none around this LDO, which is where VCC main is. Usually water damage will get right here on this LDO and it will burn a hole in the board. Alright, so as you can see, we got some nice green shit in our home flux connector there. LCD connector looks okay. Looks like most of the damage was on the actual screen itself. So we're gonna try a new screen on it after I clean this up. I'll check for some shorts too. This may be a fairly simple one. I was thinking maybe it'd been a little more complicated. Based on how much water was in, I'm surprised. What up, Joshua? Yeah. So let's scrub a dub, clean up this shit. Looks like we got a burnt pin on our connector here for the home button. Hopefully we still have a pad there. If not, we'll have to pull out the old ZXW and see where she goes. Feels like the solder joint's still there, so we may be in luck. See if I can get this underfill out of the way without knocking all the components off here. There we go. Alright, let's zoom in. Kick our brightness up all the way. So it looks like it goes directly from there to here. Also goes to this capacitor. Looks like the pin still is there, it's just rusted. So let's see if we can touch that pin up. Help if I turn my iron on, right? Larry, what have you been up to? You've been kind of quiet lately.
Larry from Chattanooga?
Yeah.
What's sent a man his way.
Yeah, we sent you some business, Larry. We had a friend down that way that needed a phone repair. We said, go see our main man, Larry. Micah said it like this: Larry John Steen.
Larry Johnson. What the 5 fingers say to the face?
Larry John Steen. What's up, Tim? Alright, let's see if we can add some more solder in here before we wreck the whole place. Looks like we're missing some trace there. Looks like we're gonna have to make a jumper. Let's see what we got in there. Yeah, it looks like we're missing our trace there between the connector and the component there. Let me make sure that those are two connected. Don't want to go connecting something together it doesn't need to be. Okay, so 6S.
Hey there. Can I help you?
Yeah, I'm here to pick up an iPad mini
iPad mini. Okay.
in a box.
I'm gonna grab this phone real quick. I'll go grab it. BNC, how may I help you? This is Micah. He's a little busy at the moment, so Mike can help you with?
Okay, yeah. Wait, jump straight to there.
He won't charge.
What is it?
Okay. Had we done anything to the phone before? Or? Okay. If you just want to. Yeah. We. I'm not busy at the moment, so yeah, you can bring it by and I can take a look at it. All right. Not a problem. Bye. We stay pretty steady.
What was that one?
iPhone 6 won't charge.
Have we worked on it?
No.
Okay. Alrighty. Let's get our jumper here. See if we can get our wire in place here.
This one here, George.
Yep.
All right.
$100, right?
That sounds about right. Yep. No. It'll be a little cheaper. The digitizer wasn't destroyed.
Oh, okay.
I got a little confused whenever I took it apart. I didn't know that you had a glass protector on there because iPads usually, no one ever usually puts one of those on there. And it had actually cracked across there, so I peeled it off, and it seemed that the digitizer itself wasn't destroyed.
Oh, okay.
So it will be a little cheaper. Around
$80.
How much?
It's $80.
80s? Okay.
Yep.
80?
Yes, sir.
$80.
Have you ever been here before?
Nope.
Nope.
No. Okay. Let me
First time.
get you put in.
Is all of our stuff still on there, or did you have to clean it all?
No. It's still.
Okay.
Show everything, every hour. Yes. Yeah.
What are we breaking today? Nothing.
She's been dying.
I've been dying. Now I've been playing on my mom's computer and my dad's brother's iPad, and
It's gonna be 80 even. Think so.
So there's no cover on the screen now. So.
Yeah, there's no.
Okay,
Yeah.
I think we've got extra somewhere.
I had my
She's got sticky fingers.
sticky.
We will have a little plastic film over the glass from where they ship it. There you go, sir.
Alright, thank you, House.
Not a problem.
You have a good weekend now.
You too.
You too.
Let's go, honey. Yay.
Alright, so feels like it's connected, but it's not. It's hard to get in here and solder these sometimes. It looks like it's on there, but for some reason I'm not getting any continuity across it. What are we breaking today? We're fixing a iPhone 6. Did I solder that to the wrong one? No. That's ground. Why is that? Maybe there's a solder bridge there. Yeah. Need to clean that up. It's really tight in here. See if we can clear some of the connector out of the way here. I need to get down to where my actual leg is. See if I can get some wire down in there. Sometimes there's some weird angles that make it really hard to get jumpers down in, especially with the 6S series. It seems like the FPCs are a lot tighter to the components around them than the 6 was. The 6 I can usually get my iron right in there without any issues. Why are you not connecting? Alright, let's see if we have continuity now. Still nothing. Well, we had connection for a split second. So guess it's still not connected. Let's see what we can do here. I can see the end of the pin there. I'll end up destroying this FPC trying to solder these together. Alright, it's connected now. This is the Mamba, like, whatever, 16 volt line or whatever it is that feeds the Touch ID, so without that line, he's not going to have any Touch ID. Micah's got to make noise in the background with his gloves, because he's a big boy.
I'm a big boy, Chris. Take a bath all by myself.
He takes baths all by himself. Alright, so that's not pretty, but it's connected. So that's all that matters.
Why is it not pretty, Chris?
Because it looks like your mother. Alright, so the connector still seems pretty stiff, so we don't have to worry about that. Check everything else here. Still got some corrosion in there. There's a VCC main line up there, so I really don't want to have any shorts on that. Looks good enough. Alright. Function over for him, I agree. I don't care if it looks like a supermodel as long as it works. Alright, so that looks pretty good. Let me go grab a screen before Micah runs out of air back here. What? Put it on the Ritz. Your CPU temperatures are high. Thank you. I know they are. It's okay. The fan will kick up whenever they get up high enough. Alright. Let's hook up our DC power supply and see what we get. Do we get explosions?
Ba-boom.
Or do we get bootsies? Bootsies with images or explosions? Well, there's no shorts. That's a good start. I don't remember which one is home or power. I think it's the top one here. Let's see. That's the top one. Hey, we have Apple logo. I will try to clean up his LCD connectors. As long as they're not too burnt, usually you can save them. Alright, so his phone still works. That's good. Touch works. Unable to activate Touch ID, I know, because it's not plugged in. Let's see if he has his password. Evidently settings is not something you can search for. Oh, there it is. No, no password. Alright, so cool. Everything's working. We're in the phone. I'm going to unplug the power. That one was uneventful. All right. So, okay, corrosion here too.
Hello. How are you?
Doing pretty good.
Good. I don't know what's wrong with it. I mean, when I woke up this morning, it was on 19%. And so I checked my charger ports, you know, my little white boxes, checked my cords, and my iPad will charge. So I don't.
But this one won't charge.
Yeah, I mean, it'll get to like 8, 11, and then it's just shutting off and it's going back down. And I put it on my car charger and it went to 8. And my port, you know, when I plug in, it's not shaking like it's loose or anything.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I just know that I really need a phone.
I looked at that software stuff. There's no way that we can transfer that.
Oh, God. What if I bring you a disc?
Do you have the original serial for it and everything?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, we can do it that way then.
Okay. I'm gonna sit while you mess with that, okay?
Okay. Oh,
What are you doing?
my multimeter keeps falling off.
I thought you were gonna zip tie that up
I am. I'll probably get done today.
next week.
Next week.
Today.
It's been taken down for right now until I do what I was going to do to it.
So we're gonna clean all our connectors up here. Get rid of all these corrosion bridges. There's quite a bit of corrosion there. Speaking of drop testing, there goes the inspector. Inspector drop test back there. Dun, 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 dun. Inspector drop test. Dun, 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 drop drop.
15, 16 more times, I'm out.
I'm out of here. 15 more times. I will quit. Live streams are easy. Just gotta talk and do something entertaining that people will watch you do. So I don't know why y'all are watching me. No, if you click the pop-out chat option, you can separate it to full screen.
I'm going to hook it up to my charger and let it charge for a little bit just so I can see how, what's exactly going on with it, okay? I just letting you know, okay?
Yeah, I appreciate
Because
that.
I'll let it charge up a little ways.
I'll close this program out.
I was driving in and I was like, gosh, I don't want a new phone. That was only about 3 years old. I said,
Yeah.
I know who I can call.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. I'd rather let you guys fix it and pay you than have to pay
Alright.
AT&T.
So,
Yeah.
let's see if we can fix the screen or not.
We have switched from Bluegrass over to AT&T and I regret it.
Oh, yeah.
AT&T service is terrible. And the reason I switched to Bluegrass is their customer service is horrible. I mean, they have some of the worst customer service that I've ever dealt with. The AT&T out where we live, you sometimes have service, sometimes you don't. If you go to Brownsville, you can forget it.
Yeah.
You need to just forget it.
I'm familiar with that.
Yeah. It's really irritating sometimes. It's frustrating. So if I don't have this,
Huh? No.
so Chris, if I don't have the disc, but I have the licensing information, is that
We should be able to download it somewhere.
okay?
The license is the most important part.
Yep, I've got all of that.
But the software, I can't transfer it directly.
Okay.
It'll have some issues because there's shared files and stuff that it will require.
Right.
And just moving it over, it may be missing those, so you'll run into problems.
Okay. All I needed to do is let me type in city and state or zip code and calculate it all. That's all I needed to do.
Is it for fuel?
Yeah, fuel taxes,
Yeah.
miles. Yeah. I have a different. I use Excel for the gallons.
Oh, okay.
You guys been busy?
Today's been a little slower, but yeah, and for the most part, we've been pretty steady.
Well, good. It's a good thing. As long as it pays the bills, right?
Exactly.
Gives you a little play money, you're good.
Mm-hmm.
Now, how long have you been here in this building?
A year and a half.
Yeah, see, because you were working out of your house
Mhm.
for a long time.
Yep, out of my kitchen.
Yeah.
Worked out of the kitchen for almost 4 years.
Oh, wow.
It's a good starting place, though. No overhead.
Yeah.
Well, not any more overhead than you already have.
Yeah. Well, that's good. I got a drink out in my car. I'm gonna go get it. And then
Okay.
Go sit outside. And
Well, we should have it figured out here in a little bit.
All right.
It's already charged up a little bit. I'm gonna look
Yeah.
at it.
I'm not. And we're usually
Pull
got
out the
plugged in,
charger
boom,
here in a
and
second.
you know, in an hour it's got a full charge on it. But
Well, we'll see. We'll see if it's a battery issue or something.
if it's the battery, can you guys change it?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank God. All right. Hopefully that's all it is. I haven't dropped it. I mean, I dropped it, but you know that was 6 months ago. I'm
Yeah.
I'll get back in with you guys.
Okay.
They jumped, whenever I put on the charger, it started coming voltage. I mean, not voltage, but charged pretty quick. Like it went from 5%, now it's all the way to 10.
How fast?
Pretty quick.
You need to test it. It's probably a battery issue. The battery's probably reporting the incorrect information, so the phone doesn't know if it's good or not.
Yeah.
If Mike is Inspector Gadget, does that make your dog Brain? That's
No.
true. Ashley Penny. And so does that make
No.
you the Claw or Chief Quimbley? I guess I'm Chief.
Yeah.
I don't know that I'd be the Claw. That one's probably the company across town that fucks everything up. What's the cat's name that he has? I can't remember.
Yeah,
It's just cat's name.
Come on.
If anybody's interested in a job, they're hiring. I'll work out a deal with you and we can just transfer their business over to me. Alright. It's dark. Hard for you all to see. Sorry. Keep forgetting to turn it back up. They pay good? No. They do not pay well. Although the listing says they pay based on your experience. So if you got that mucho experience, Larry, which I know you do, you could be in the money. Alright, now let's clean up this home button flex and see if our screen works here. Mad, yep, that's what it was. Mad Cat. What's minimum wage in Kentucky? What is it? $8?
$8, I think.
I think it's $8. It used to be $7.45, but I think they finally upped it again. That's probably what they pay you. A long time ago, the owner of the business offered me a lead technician job, but I had to turn that down regretfully, I guess. Where would I be, Micah? Where would I be?
Working
on the railroad. I wonder,
They fuck phones up.
I wonder how they do that. I wonder if they have like people that kind of advise them, or if it's like you do it my way or it's the highway kind of setup.
Alright, so 15%, I'm gonna unplug it and see what it does.
Unplug it and plug it back in several times, like, and see if it changes quickly. If it does, then it's definitely battery. Is it jumping around or is it staying?
It's staying at 15.
Okay. Oh, we need to test it and see. I'd be a battery. I don't understand it.
Can you hook it up to yours real quick? Your little battery?
Yeah.
I need to get that program.
It's free, Micah. It's called 3U Tools, and everybody on YouTube chat, if they're going to test iPhones, need to do that until Paul Daniels comes out with his sweet little tool that's going to help us do battery testing without a phone.
Without a phone?
Yeah.
Oh.
So we can test batteries without the phone having to be present. And then we'll know.
Then
We'll know our battery quality right away. Oh. Calm down, phone. Trust. Man, she's on an old OS. What OS is she on? Let's see. Alright, so it's been charged 536 times down to 82%. It probably needs a battery.
Needs battery?
Yep.
Alright.
I mean, we can ask her, but I would suggest it.
You want me to walk out there real quick and see what she wants to do? She's sitting
Yeah,
out there.
that's fine. That's almost 600 charge cycles. iPhones start to have problems after 400 usually, so.
Alright.
She's gotten a good amount of life out of it. Alright, let's see.
40, it's not, yeah, 45.
iPhone 6s Plus, yep. The Matrix. Aren't we all batteries? Technically. Alright, let's jumper this thing on and see what happens.
That's not what she said, that's what your mom said.
I guess she wouldn't pay 120. Do we have image? No, we have image, but no backlight. So that tells me that either our pin is burnt out, which I didn't see any really that were damaged there. Or it's fucked in here on this flex somewhere, which is quite possible. Or something on the actual backlight is bad, like under the cover here. Let's still make sure that our... Let's check around our FPC again. Let me check which one is the... Should be that one over there. I don't even think that any of those pins were damaged in that area. I feel like the second or third in on the large flex. Check the other side. Yeah, it's got to be damaged to the actual screen itself that's keeping the backlight from turning on. We'll recheck with ours to see if it still works. If it does, he's gonna get his screen replaced.
So what do you think killed it?
Just old.
Just
It's-
old.
Yep.
I think I've had that phone about 2 years.
That's about the lifespan of it.
Yeah.
It just depends on how much you use it.
Yeah, I use it a lot. I live on it. Oh, I'm really, really grateful. You have no idea how grateful.
Yeah.
45 even?
There
There will be a little tax.
Okay.
All right. Let's check the back here.
Today's the 9th, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Whew. Can you point out, Chris, that computer? Or no?
Yeah, it's right here.
Oh, that is a good size screen. Okay.
17 inch.
Yeah, that's perfect.
We'll clean it up and get
Okay,
everything
yeah.
installed.
I'll, how late are you guys here? 5?
7.
7, that's right.
Yeah.
I will get that paperwork to you the first part of the
Okay.
week, okay?
That'll work.
Johnny said he would rather me be able to work at home than to not work at all.
Yeah.
Why they fix my stupid leg.
I'd say it should be easier to work from home rather than people don't want to drive to you, do they?
Yeah, yeah. But, boy, I'm telling you, people track me down like you would not believe.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. And it's always been a joke, you know, my name is on some bathroom wall because I'll have truck drivers call me from way out of state. I mean, like Maine, New York, places that I don't go.
That's perfectly fine, though.
You know, and so everybody teases me, my name's on a bathroom wall, and I'll ask them, I'll say, well, how'd you hear about me? Well, I was in a truck stop in Talladega, and we were talking, and so-and-so said, oh, if you need this, so-and-so can do it, and so-and-so said, yeah, so-and-so's right, so-and-so, I'm like, good God.
That's good. It's kind of how
Yeah.
it's kind of how we operate now. We get
Yeah.
a lot of mail-in business too.
And a lot of people have told me I should set up a website, but then I'm thinking if I do that, I'd end up having to hire somebody, you know, just to pick up the slack, which this way I can control how much and what, you know.
Yeah.
How
Are there
much are
any?
your guys' screen protectors since I cracked that one?
$10.
Okay, can I go ahead and
Yep.
put a new one of those on too then?
Yeah, I can put one on for you.
How can you guys sell them for $10?
Because we buy them for less than $10.
Wow, but yeah, AT&T sells them for,
30 or 40.
yeah.
Okay,
50.
so
Yeah.
here's the gimmick behind those.
Okay.
They offer a lifetime warranty on it.
Bullshit.
You're paying for the lifetime warranty with the initial cost, because then it doesn't really matter how many times you send it back.
Well, the thing is, every time you need to have it replaced, they have to mail you a new one. You have to pay for shipping.
Right.
And they charge you $8 per shipping.
See, and Adeline, she has an iPhone 6 like I do, and she dropped hers,
Mm-hmm.
and it broke the screen protector, and she had registered it and had done everything,
Mm-hmm.
and they wouldn't honor it.
Really?
Yeah, would not honor it, and AT&T got lit up that day. Oh. Yeah, she was pretty mad.
Yeah,
was
I mean,
so mad.
I feel like the lifetime warranty stuff's just a big racket, though. I mean, you're not
I
really.
do.
It's not. I mean, yeah, they're replacing it, but you're paying pretty much for a new one. Their shipping cost isn't but a few pennies,
Exactly.
as much as they probably ship.
Yeah. Agreed.
So,
But they've
It's
got
a good
you
marketing
right where
scheme.
They want you, you know.
good marketing scheme.
How nice to sit at your desk barefoot, right?
Yeah.
I've been wearing slippers on my left foot when I'm
Yeah.
at the office.
I don't wear shoes at work if I don't have to.
Yeah.
baseband blue 6S Plus suffering from anything going bad with baseband? I haven't seen the S series with problems. Micah's back there playing with silly string. Stretching out the tape.
Yeah. Tape runs out.
Started as a PMIC, replaced, found out it was in DFU, refused to load software. Maurice, what's the error it's giving you? That don't sound like it hurt.
Get the red.
It's not required to boot, but it is required if you need to load software.
Do you remote log in with people?
I'm streaming on YouTube.
Yeah.
They ask questions and stuff.
Oh.
He's talking about an iPhone that's having troubles with cellular signal. Most common damage with a drop 6S besides cracked screen. 6S drops. I don't know. They have some caps that fail. Yeah, what's the error code, Maurice? That'll tell us what you're having problems with. Any tips for lifting chips with underfill? To lift chips with underfill, scrape out any around it that you can get to. That way you don't lift other components with it, or it's less that you have to deal with. And then flux, heat, and then if you can get TCRs, if you can get one of these shim tools, you can get under chips pretty easy with them. You don't want to be overly aggressive with your heat either. A good steady heat will help get the underfill kind of softened a little bit. Alright, so yeah, the shim tools are good. I bought a couple packs of the shims because they get bent real easy. This also has like some underfill cutting shims also that are helpful. Alright, so let's transfer everything on this screen. I know this is exciting. Screen repairs. Woohoo! Expect anything failing on your 6S Plus? 6S Plus don't have too many issues that I've seen. The 6S series in general is fairly stable. They have some trouble with capacitors that go bad that are on VCC main like the iPhone 6 series does, but that's about it. Nothing different than any of the other iPhones. They don't have touch problems because that's all built onto the screen. They do have issues with the LCM 1V8 line. Can sometimes randomly fail. And the filter will blow. Usually a capacitor. Error 9, so it starts to load software, boots 2 times, but then the Apple logo's progress bar, and it ends with error 9, iPhone disconnected before finishing. Air 9 can either be NAND or it can be disconnect between the EEPROM and CPU. Usually NAND though. Or is it 4013 that's EEPROM? Whatever. Air 9 usually is NAND. It needs to be pulled and reprogrammed. I need to link that one. The NAND reprogrammer that I have. Error 9 is usually a precursor to Error 4013. If you get Error 9 and then you do a base or a reprogramming of the NAND, it can sometimes lead to an Error 4013. Still got water in between the shield and the LCD here. What happened to the CPU phone from the other day? Put the CPU back on for a third time after reballing it again and again. I got it to boot up, but it went straight into DFU mode, and I was told that that usually means that the RAM needs to be reballed if it immediately goes to DFU and will not come out of it and won't restore. So I pulled the RAM chip, and when I did, as I was cleaning the CPU to try to reball the NAND, or the RAM, the CPU warped on me, most likely from too much heat. I mean, we did reball it a million times. Once you take that RAM off, it kind of makes the chip a little more flexible. So after it warped a little bit, I realized that I was probably not going to be able to get the RAM back on. So I just kind of called it after that. Plus we put a lot of time into it, and I didn't see much progress coming from it. I plan to do more of them though. I feel more confident now after seeing how the reballing process can go. Temperature seems to be the key. You want to run a fairly low temperature. I normally reflow and reball at 350. On that phone I was working with about 280 to 300 with a low airspeed and a larger tip.
Oh yeah?
How did I get it off with it still on there? I just took it off. Larry? I just didn't remove the RAM, I just pulled the CPU and everything. Came off fairly easy. But again, like I said, it gives me more confidence knowing that I can pull them now and get them to work again. Although it did take quite a bit of retries. I think it was the 4th or 5th reball that finally got it to work. We kept having shorts after putting it back on. First time it was CPU short, or first time it was a SoC line. Second time was an SoC line. Third time was CPU. Fourth time was CPU, SoC. Fifth time it actually took with no shorts. Yeah, practice does make perfect, that's for sure. But from now on, I'm going to have to pull the RAM before I pull the CPU. maybe not. I took the RAM off with the CPU out, and it seemed to do okay coming apart that way. I just took my shim and kind of slid it in between the two and started sliding it down. It actually heats fairly quickly, so you have to be careful of warping it there too. Less thermal mass. I'm gonna buy pre-balled RAM chips though for sure, because that is not fun. And I'm gonna try the way that I've seen some of the Chinese rework people do it. They actually just kind of scrape the top of the underfill to level it out, and they don't clean all the underfill out, and they just reball on top of that. And it seems to work. I really need to. I found a stencil that holds the CPU though that somebody linked in the description of that video, and I'm gonna order that to see how it does. Yeah, the CPU, GPU, and RAM all sit on the chip. It's called an SoC, which is system on chip. Yeah, warpage is key. You got to keep your temperatures down. Okay, keep your temps low, or you will have issues. Alright, we'll let this boot up and see if Touch ID works. Hey, Touch ID works. Sweet. Let's go in and make sure that it does for sure. It didn't pop up the error. Yep, it works. So we fixed that. Let's see if all the front camera works or not. Yep, front camera works. Rear camera is not working for some reason. I'll need to replace that IC. We'll go back and look at that here in a minute. Need to find voice memo. It doesn't have it. Let's just call ourselves. Well, have to put the SIM back in first to do that. Shoot an email to BC Connection to me first and then let me know. Yeah, you can ask me right here if you have any questions.
Oh.
Alright, cell works.
Yeah, I'll ask her.
Light sensor works. Ear speaker works. So everything's working except rear camera. So let's check out that LDO and see if maybe the LDO was bad. It did have a fair bit of corrosion on it. Could be the camera itself's bad too. They get water inside of them fairly easy. Connector looks okay. This LDO is in question though. Or this cap filter or whatever this is. Let's see if this filter is good. I think it's filter. Oh, it's cap. It's not shorted.
guess what I did.
What'd you do?
I don't know, but it's broken.
Help.
Just hit it. The screen protector's still on there, but
Damn, son.
it was in the case. I literally don't understand.
Did you put pressure on it?
It was in my pocket, so I must have.
Yeah, it broke the LCD right there.
I could have put that protector on there.
I know. It's all Micah's fault.
What'd I do?
Micah's gotta
fault.
Micah's
no.
gotta pay for it.
Huh?
I'm not paying for nothing.
Micah's the man right now. He took care of my phone, okay?
I'm the most important customer in here. Like,
No, you're the most important, but I'm the
PNC?
That's fine.
No, we don't. Sorry.
Micah,
There's a guy downtown here. His name is Harold's TV.
happy to pay you.
You're welcome.
Hmm?
418.
We'll get you fixed up, sir.
Before I get here.
We'll take a look at it and make sure it's nothing inside, but
If you look at where the
Well,
lock button is, see
Lori,
right on the.
L-O-R-I.
Yeah.
I should be
It
in
looks like
there.
it got
Yeah, it's
bent
just-
somehow.
Yeah, you
Get
just
messed
couldn't
up.
remember my
I tried
name.
to like
Thanks a lot.
bend it back.
bend it back, but the
Bet
top
you
of the
do
screen
now,
was kind
right?
of coming out. I mean,
That may be what it
I
was.
bet you hear this all the time. You know,
Or it got
so
bent.
for
It
your
may
hair.
have done.
it pinched it or something.
Yeah.
I get a
Probably
couple
my
compliments
fault.
Yeah.
every now and then.
Oh, out in
We'll
San
get you
Francisco,
fixed up.
you'd
I'll be
be
back.
Alright, man.
extremely popular. Trust
You
me.
close.
7.
My nephew was just here, and his is about as long as yours, but you know, out in Cali, the man bun is the
Alright.
thing.
Yeah.
So I told him, I said, your hair bun's bigger than mine. There's something not right with that.
Spare parts box.
What's your last name?
Estay, E-S-T-A-Y. I'm gonna be really hurt if I'm not consistent. Wow, Chris.
We keep you under the table.
I'm guessing.
You're under the table work.
It's okay.
He doesn't have
We don't want the government to find you.
Yeah,
Government.
that's right.
Gotta say it like that though.
Put you on the grid here.
I
Government.
don't want to be on the grid.
Alright, Lori.
Put you on the government
Spell my
list.
last name.
E-S-T-A-Y.
A-Y, okay.
You're screwed now.
270-996.
We're gonna put you on that government list.
Yeah, shoot.
And lastly, just so the government can find you, address.
Just tune in.
250
What's the deal? Anyone?
Smith's Grove. 42171.
Pesky NSA.
Smith's Grove. How come I never seen
I don't know, where'd you work?
the prescription shop out there?
Alford's or
No, right there in Smith's Grove. My dad.
Oh, that's right. I'm thinking Brownsville.
Right there
Yeah.
across the street from
Itchy titty.
Well, we was in the same building as Wool's office there.
See, I don't hardly go over to Smith's
Um,
Grove. I'm in the Cleveland side. Yeah, 42171.
My dad, he owned the prescription shop there in Brownsville. Randy.
You know what? Get rid of the hair and I see it. Yeah. Okay.
That's my dad.
He's just as ugly, isn't he? No.
I'm not saying that at all. Wow, small world. Okay.
It's
Yeah,
a
I don't
small
go
world
over. I mean, I go to the
after
garden
all.
patch and stuff in Smith's
Yeah,
Grove,
yeah.
but I hardly ever go over
Yeah.
there.
Okay.
See if our rear camera's working now or not. If not, we're gonna replace it. Replace it. Replace it.
All together, it's gonna be 5650.
56 million.
Yeah.
No camera. Alright, so we're gonna have to try a rear camera. We have a 6S rear camera somewhere.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'm not worried about it.
Mika.
Well, I got it printed out anyway, so I
Yeah.
might as well give you a copy.
We're printing it anyway.
Well, I'll check with my mom and see if she, you know, I don't know if she wants to get it fixed or if she has had it for so long, if she's gonna get it.
Just gonna upgrade or something?
Yeah, I don't know what she's gonna do, but I'll check with her
And there's your copy.
Thank you, darling. If she
You're
wants
welcome.
it fixed, then I'll be by here Monday.
All right,
We'll be
sounds
here.
good.
Okay.
We'll get that computer ready for you.
Alright, sweetie. Yeah, and I'll get by with that program stuff,
Okay.
and we can see what you can do. Because I'm probably going to end up in the hospital, but you know, I need to be able to do what I need to do, you know,
Okay.
with that, one way or the other.
We'll get you covered.
Thanks, you guys.
No problem.
You're welcome.
You too.
Bye.
Bye.
Alright. I'm gonna go find me a 6S rear camera.
I'll find you your mom's camera.
I'll find
Rear
your mom's camera.
Now,
Her sneak-
front, rear.
Rear. Sneaky Pete camera.
We
I'm gonna give me a drink. Mike, do we have any drinks left?
Probably not. I think Taylor took the
Dang it.
last one.
If she left it somewhere and it's fucking one sip. Alright, there's one left.
Oh damn it!
You suck, Micah.
Just give me some money so I can go get a soda.
Give me a soda water. Give me a sody water.
Here's a rear camera. I don't know what to do.
Micah.
Thompson rear camera. Are we supposed to call this guy?
Micah. You're probably gonna have to find it in a frame. I doubt we have one sitting around.
Chris, I'm looking.
Try to use my scope with one eyepiece. I could get a feel for what the camera only scope without
Don't
depth.
do it. Don't get a trinocular setup.
Yeah, a trinoc sucks. If you're gonna get a microscope, don't get a trinoc.
Either get a regular one without a camera.
Monofocal.
Or get stereoscopic.
Simofocal.
Oh, that's right. Stereoscopic would be the same thing. I mean, term-wise. Yeah, stereoscopic.
Stereoscopic just means that you can see with both eyes.
Yeah. I mean, same thing. Simofocal, stereo. I don't know if that's some kind of.
You
Yeah, that's good.
fancy people in your quick hot air stations.
Well, they have like a.
I have zero calibration on my unit. I just know it works. Water image phone that has backlight issues. Stuck on Apple logo. Fixed backlight issues, but still stuck on Apple logo.
Makes when it takes a man's life.
Well, you need to find out why you're stuck on the Apple logo. Have you tried doing a software update to see if maybe it caused some corruption? That happens quite a bit with water. It causes a bunch of errors and causes the phone not to want to turn on. Tim, you don't tell me what to do. I will not get a new hot air station. I will continue to use this one and cause you great pain. 6S. Rear camera. What do you mean fresh out? I know we got one somewhere. You're fresh out, Micah. TCRS, stop linking me to stuff I'm not gonna buy. Camera only. I've seen people work with camera only microscopes. It's not for me. It's kind of hard. I guess if you get used to it, it's kind of the same. I'll give you $1. TCRS, you want to trade hot air stations for a while and see if you still feel the same way? I don't want you all to get upset or anything. How about this, TCRS? You buy the scope, or you buy the hot air station, and I'll use it. How about that? Does everybody think that's a fair deal? Tim buys me the hot air station, and I'll use it. Let's take a vote on this one. I'm never trading you mine. Oh, you will. When you get a hold of that AU power. Woo! Do I fix only Apple shit? No. It just happens that Apple shit seems to be the easiest thing to work on. And we see a lot of them. We work on everything pretty much though. I don't think there's anything that we don't work on. We try not to work on televisions. 10 MacBook boards a week, I'll buy it for you. Well, that's not very nice. 10 a week? I don't think I can afford that. Do they have to work, TCRS, or can I just send you ones with holes in the board? We're done selling fidget spinners. They've slowed down like a lot here. Come on, Micah.
Damn it.
Come on, Micah.
Only 6 I found so far doesn't have fucking computer.
Why'd you take it out?
Why'd you take it out?
Micah, why you gotta be taking cameras out, bro?
You're the one taking it out.
Chris loves fixing LED backlights on 55-inch flat panels. No, I do not. $325 each? Jesus Christ. I can fix them for half that. LDD, long drill damage. Is that from Jess's repairs? Long drill damage. Do we not have any out here?
Found one.
Oh, sweet. Just when I was about to fire you.
Chris, I'm gonna fire you. That's gonna be MY connection.
My connection?
My connection.
That's your Chris Long only special price? Damn. I get a special price, everybody. Everybody else has to pay more.
You are special, Chris.
Sold. How about this, Tim? You send me your board repairs. I'll do them for $175, and then I'll send them back to you, and then you make $175. Then everybody profits. What is Micah drop test so far today? He's
Like
dropped
multimeter.
he's dropped his Fluke multimeter about 40 times.
I want to mod it here. This might be water.
He's gonna drill
damaged.
holes in it and put zip ties to it soon.
See what I'm saying?
Well, what the fuck good
That's
does
the only
this
one I
do
could
me,
find.
Micah?
That's the only one I could find.
Golly. Micah gives me a water damaged camera to go on a water damaged phone to see if it'll work. Tim, that seems like a great deal for you. You don't have to do anything except mail it to me. Literally, you make $175 for mailing the board to me. That seems like a great deal to me.
You don't make anything, Chris.
Yeah, well,
How?
he makes $175. I make $175.
How do you make 175?
Cause he charges $325
Oh,
or $350 or whatever.
where at?
I don't know. Where do you charge this much? Tim lives in Rip Off World, USA,
Rip off World USA.
where he rips everybody off. Yeah, he does live in California. You send them to Lewis? Goddamn, what's your markup if you're sending boards to Lewis? Lewis is charging you $300, you charge him $500. Alright, camera. Still not working, Micah.
Still doesn't work?
The front does. Well, the front did. Now the front doesn't even work. What have you done to me?
I ain't doing shit. You're the one doing
You're
shit.
fucking it all up now.
I ain't got another camera unlooked.
Well, I'm gonna replace the LDO.
Huh?
I'm gonna replace the LDO and hope that's what it is.
Alright. I'm gonna step up.
It's the coil. That's a good shirt. Thank you for buying it.
I'm gonna step up for a minute. I want to finish up these items.
Micah's gonna step out for a minute, guys.
Hey guys, I want to step out for a minute.
Micah's stepping
I
out.
know what I'm doing.
I'm stepping out. I want the world to know. Micah's stepping, yo. Do 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 do. The people across the hall probably think we're fucking lunatics. Largest charges $225 for companies. You mark them up to $350. Damn! Send them to me. I'll do it for cheaper. Lewis knows a lot more than I do on fucking MacBook boards. I can figure some of them out. But there's some that he knows a lot more than I do, and he has a lot more parts than I do. That's the thing when you do this business, like, having, like, a focused plan as to what you want to do really helps out. They do know we're lunatics, that's the truth. Alright, Mr. Camera LDO. I need to talk to you. I'll let your buddy. We'll clean out some underfill while I'm waiting on this to warm all the way up. There we go, come on. Melt for me. Hey, there's why. There's our problem. Our pad there is foobar. That's why we got no rear camera. Let's see. Able to help you out a little more than if you want. I'm good with the list because it's just who I trust. Harass you? Huh. Tim loves harassment. He gets it every day from me. Tim was having fun earlier with his soft dog. He was working on his ZXW soft dog. For some reason he couldn't find his soft dog though. Had to help him out. Well, that pad's fucking missing, so we're gonna make a jumper. Bah! I spilled liquids on me. Savior of the universe. Save every one of us. Like how the fucking irons just randomly will get cold to the point they won't melt fucking anything. Fucking annoying. Melt, damn it, and melt. I don't understand why they changed the LDOs on these. Doesn't make much sense to me. Oh shit, that's the VCC main line and it is gone, I bet. Is that VCC main? I bet it is. There's just a via right there now. There's no fucking pad anymore. Let's see what that is. Come on, server. Talk to me. There it goes. Is it BCC main? Yep, of course it is. Well, let's get VCC main. I'm gonna have to run a jumper up here. Alright, so we're gonna have to run a jumper wire from down here, from this little guy right here, this capacitor. We're gonna have to run it up the board to the camera, LDO. And then hopefully we'll have cameras back. And Mike is going to grab this phone.
What? LG G4. PNC, how may I help you? Is that a camera? Let me see how much one of those costs.
Jumper wire.
The labor and everything.
Jumper
Yeah.
wire, jumper wire. Jump it once, jump it twice.
And it says the rear camera. New lens too, or just the camera? Is the glass busted? Okay, then yeah, you don't need. Yeah, you won't need lens. You just need the camera. So let's see what's back. Yeah.
Boo
yeah.
boo 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 boo
I had a
boo
G3
boo
and
boo
the same thing.
boo 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 boo. Let's run this around. Up around y'all. Or should we go this way? We should go this way. Peel our sticker back. I ripped my wire off.
It'd probably be about $40. Yeah.
This is our sticker.
Yeah, we may have, we may have a camera here. I'm not too sure. I'd have to go check, but that might be a camera we have to order.
I'd say it is.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right. It's no big deal. All right. You have a good day. Bye.
Alright, so let's run our wire up and around
And up your bum.
and up my bum. Exactly that way. Alright. Use our sticker to kind of hold our wire in place so we can tack it to this capacitor. And then line it up for the final shot. The money shot.
The money shot, Chris. That's what we like to call in this industry, the money shot.
Okay. And then we'll come in here and tin our wire a little bit here. Wire is tinned. Micah, 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 Micah. Smack on once, smack on twice.
Rock'em sock'em, more fun than a pillow fight.
Pretty much.
Sorry, Chris.
I mean, you could beat the shit out of your friends.
Chris, I have no idea how many times I beat the shit out of my friends with rock'em sock'em.
Alright.
Hey there.
Hey,
Can I help you?
I was here to pick up that iPhone 4. You did a screen.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let me go grab it real quick.
Rock on once, suck on twice.
There you go, sir.
Okay.
You might want to see if you can. I didn't have the passcode, so you might want to see if you can get in there and just see if the camera's working. Everything. Have you ever been here before, sir?
No, I have not.
All right.
LDO. Pin 1 is there. So pin 1 is here.
All right, toll after text is gonna be $45.90. Oh, okay.
Warranty on logic board repairs from MacBooks. 3 months.
There you are, sir.
All right, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
No problem. You have a good day.
Three-month warranty on MacBook board repairs is what we give. Or you can ask TCRS what he gives on his MacBook board repairs, and that'll be the same warranty I have when I take over his business. He sends me all his boards. So whatever TCRS is comfortable with. Kick our airspeed up a little bit here so we can get this solder back on. Okay, let's clean up our excess solder and then reflow it. So TCRS gets 7-day warranty. It's terrible warranty, Tim. Absolutely terrible. Takes 7 days to get back to the customer. I see what you're doing. I see your racket. I see how you're screwing the customers.
Oh, damn it.
No.
It's got the name on it.
Yeah, that's the one you're gonna have
It's alright.
sandblasted.
We'll put some tape over the front.
Taillight warranties are really good warranties, actually. Because then you don't have to warranty anything. You make it work just long enough to get them out of the fucking area.
Slow on the gun out.
Well, that's not good. Can't have that. Can't have a fucking short on BCC main. Why are you not taking, bitch? Come on, take to your pads. Alright, so what the fuck's going on here? Is my chip oriented incorrectly or what? Keep getting shorts across at the VCC main, and that should not be happening. Let's take this cap off just to make sure. Just to roll that cap out, because it didn't look too good anyway. Flux, Chris, flux. I know. Well, that was our problem. That cap was fucked. So it wasn't the LDO, it was the fucking capacitor. So let's go ahead and add in our. I'm gonna tack this down here so it doesn't flop around. Hey, little fucks. There we go. Now let's reattach that LDO, which still is loosey-goosey. The wire's still not taking that LEO. Let me take it off and maybe tin the pads under it or something. I don't want to keep adding heat to this area. Out of focus and really dark. All right, retry. Retry.
Reroll.
Reroll. Need to clean the top of it so I can read it. Can't even read that now. Pin 1 bottom right. Let's find out. Pin uno. Yep, bottom right. Alright, so we're orientated correctly. Our orientation is bueno. Está bueno. Alright, let's see if that wire moves now. I don't think it will. No, it's good now. Check for shorts on VCC main and the output. Output's good. Input signal's good. That one's good. Let's pull it off real quick. Secret pressure torquing. We're talking about Apple's secret torque pressure. Alright, let's see if our cameras work now. Or if we've made more of a mess.
Right with you. Hey there.
Hey man, I'm just seeing if my phone's done.
Still working on it.
Alright, do you know what time you'll have it done?
Yeah, probably around 6 o'clock.
6, alright. Well, I'll probably be by tomorrow then, because I'm going fishing right now.
Okay.
No.
Well, we're closed, yeah. That's true. We're not open on Saturday, whatever. I told him 6 o'clock. He said I'll be by at 5:30. It is 4:55.
Whatever. They'll figure out when he tries to come off.
Cameras are working now. That's the guy that's picking up this phone, by the way. Told him 6 o'clock. It would be ready. He shows up. Says an hour early, even though he said he would be by at 5:30. And now he's probably not going to get his phone until Monday, since he didn't want to wait around to hear what we said. So, nice customer. Yeah, that's him. That's the one that was making me not happy.
Looks like a curly head fuck.
I just don't understand why he's so like hateful. Like, I didn't break your shit.
He broke his own shit, Chris. He went out with his friends. Fishing.
Doing hood
Too
rat
much.
shit
Threw his phone in the
lake.
creek, or lake, where the fuck.
Maybe that's what happened.
I bet it is.
Maybe that's why I was watering it.
Roid raged and fucking threw his phone into the water. Fucking fish go away! Fuck this phone!
Fuck this fish. Fuck these fish and fuck this phone. Oh man, now I need my phone. Well, I'm just gonna tell him the screen went out.
I'm gonna tell him it's all his fucking fault.
It's all your fault, the screen went
It's
out.
all your fault that fish got away from me and I threw my fucking phone into the lake.
Yeah, I threw my phone in the lake. What's the big deal about it?
I thought phones were waterproof or some shit.
Alright. I'll be interested to see if his battery's any good or not. He gonna get charged for that. So the jumper wires seem to have fixed cameras. I'm gonna check it again just to make sure, but I'm fairly confident we are good to go now. Let me answer the girlfriend. Let's see. Save this and send it to a customer. After Fishy, that guy's really into himself. Oh yeah, he's definitely got this mentality that something's owed. How are you?
Doing alright. I think you guys have a pink DS of my daughter's.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
There you go.
Alright. Okay, cool. How much owe you guys?
Nothing.
Alright, you guys are awesome. Thank you so much.
No problem.
You're welcome. You have a good day.
Alright, thanks guys.
Let's see. So, was it the girlfriend that chucked you out of the kitchen to open your store? Yes, actually it was. She told me she wanted the kitchen back, so I had to move out of the dining room. I'd been looking for years before I found this place. Everywhere was just so expensive and it kind of scared me as far as startup costs. But now we're hoping to open up another store by the end of this year. At least that's the hopes. We'll see what the reality is. What did we fix on the DS? Originally it was a touchscreen, bottom touchscreen. Brought it in because the touch wasn't working, and then we replaced it. They brought it back because there was a small, like, somewhat clear spot at the bottom that you could see on the touch screen. So we replaced it again, and it was a defect in the actual touchscreen glass. It had like this like really light faint green dot at the very like bottom corner. Evidently that was terribly distracting, so we replaced it again. They took it home, and the volume rocker jumped out of its channel, and they brought it back in, so we had to fix that too. Alright, let's see if this thing charges or if the battery's shit. Did the lady that talks a lot ever come back? No. She got her phone done and I've not seen her since. Yeah, that one lady that came in that one day and was sitting here at the window talking constantly about her. I can't remember which phone it was. Yeah, battery's charging. So, after all that, minor damage, We had Mesa line was burned up. We had back camera LDO line was burned up, and the LDO was bad. And the screen was bad. We tried to fix the screen, but didn't fix it. So after all that, we now have a working iPhone that this customer can pick up Monday. Since I didn't wait around. What's up, Paul? Let's see. A word of warning, another store will double your cost and must bring over twice the income you are making. Yeah, I agree. I mean, the place we're moving to has no... They have one place that does phone repairs, and they're not very good. And they do computer repairs, but they're fairly expensive, so I'm fairly confident we can take over the market there pretty quickly. Mesa Boost randomly stopped working? No, not usually. Well, that's not good, Paul. Paul, when did you start having back problems? We're also almost to 1,000 subs. We're at 905, I think, last I looked. I'm not sure if we've gone up more from that, but we're running on up there. Yeah, Nate, go ahead. Overheating issues, Jonathan? Yes, I've seen some that got hot. They do have capacitors and stuff built onto the home button. Actually, I can show you one here. This iPhone 6. What's up, ML? Thanks for the suggestion on the post the other day. As you can see, there's caps and stuff on this Flex. So, just like any other capacitor and stuff, these can go bad. They can be replaced, too. It just takes a fairly steady hand and lower heat. Man, my neck's killing me today. Oh. Fell off my tower 15 feet, lost one eye and one hand. Damn, man. Have you ever met Jess in person? Let me guess you're her student. I've met Jess in person, but no, I'm not her student. Jess is pretty nice in person, though. She's the same that she is on live streams, but she's a fairly caring person. She likes to meet new people, and she's fairly open to talking and listening. I had one where the bottom itself was creating heat, or the button itself. Yeah, it could be a capacitor. First Mason restored 90% touch. Second, third, no image. Fourth, static screen. Any pointers? So the first one, you probably had all the pads except maybe a couple connected. Are you using lead free or are you using leaded reball ICs? And the second and third having no image is a short under Mason. The fourth having static is also a short under Mason. Yeah, I met Lewis, Michael Oberdick, and Jessa Jones, Larry Johnson, and a few other people. Guys in Tennessee mostly. $120 milliamp at power, CPU heat. Have 3 boards. So you have 120 milliamp draw with the power button being pressed or not pressed. I found out what my problem pain was, and I have, and it helped me piss. I tore it off. It's wireless, and that stopped it. Well, self-diagnosis is always a good thing, Paul. Nate, what you need to do is get a new chip. I would recommend reballing it with lead, but you don't have to. And I would reball it with lead, do your jumper, and then place your chip down as close as you can get it to where it should be after it's soldered on. Hold it, heat it up a little bit, don't move your tweezers. Once it's heated for a second, pull your heat away, and then remove your tweezers without knocking it, and then go in and reflow it again. It should drop straight down.
Did Ashley and them say where they're at?
No, they're on their way back.
They're on the way back.
Yeah.
This fast just came in and my wife just ran over there.
We'll go get them.
Alright.
We ain't doing anything.
What?
So we ain't doing
I
anything.
know we ain't doing nothing. I'll be right back. It'll only take me a couple minutes now, I think.
I really want to get to use this
What's
little
that?
programmer box. So I can reprogram some BIOS chips. I bought this reprogrammer.
Don't you have a capacitance tester meter?
Huh?
Don't you have a capacitance meter?
Yeah.
Good. I'm gonna use it.
You do too.
Huh?
You do too.
No, I thought you had like a really accurate one.
No.
Or was that? Oh.
It's built into the Fluke.
Huh?
There's one on the Fluke.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. Alright, I'll be right back.
Okay. So this is a
There they are. I'll make sure.
TSOP programmer. It also does BIOS for Macs. Chris, I see too many friends open more stores and really lost almost everything. Yeah, I know it's a risk on the not being able to clone myself. What I plan on doing is the other store is just going to be more for general repairs, and Micah's probably going to work it and I'm going to work it. We'll switch in and out. So yeah.
He's looking at me or whatever the fuck.
TSOP. All these TSOPs.
Colton fixed that one too. The one that
Flex.
I guess.
There's two of them that have bad
He
flexes.
said that there were these two. You have to message Seth or call Seth about
Okay.
the iPad.
Okay.
I sent you the thing. And here's this thing
More boards.
too. Things and stuff.
More stuff and things to fix.
Do you need any of these screws right now?
No. So let's see what all I got with my programmer here. I got my I got a clip. I didn't know I got a clip. So I got a BIOS clip. I can just clip them. I got a bunch of boards here. So all these little sockets. Yes, some? What kind of charger do you need?
Oh, Samsung.
Alright. Do you need it with you or can you
Need
put
it with me.
Oh. You need the cable or the whole thing?
I need the cable.
Just the cable?
Yeah.
Thanks.
Do you think I need to do anything with Broadcom chip? All the components are placed, but I've seen others replace it. The Cumulus chip, you don't have to replace it, but if you put on a Mason and you have, okay, so give you an idea. So Mason, whenever it has no touch issues, either M1's shorted or not connected, or there's vertical lines that are dead, and they'll be fairly thin. Now, if it's a cumulus short or it's having issues, you'll have wide sections that have no touch or no touch at all. Do TV repairs, they're easy 99% of the time. It's caps on problem. Okay.
Okay, drink.
You better have a DD.
That's what you're.
What
We
the
don't need
hell?
a. We don't need a DD.
You have one drinking down there?
We got a drink waiting on Colton.
Okay.
Waiting on Colton. I'm not even drunk. I just think I'm having a
I can't talk.
I'm hip stroking. Do you need me to do anything? Or I gotta clean the house and the litter box and stuff.
I told her that it's gonna be a
But
last
I can do that
call
drunk.
because it's just gonna get dirty again.
I know, but Chris will die because he's allergic to life. So I have to clean things. Or he dies.
Chris is allergic to life.
I am. I'm dying.
Bobby's cold.
My head's hurting. Do we have medicine? Can you grab me some?
Yeah. Oh, cool. He took the table away. I didn't even notice that earlier.
What?
He's got it in the cabinet now. Drugs.
Give me drugs so I can make my head stop hurting.
Drugs.
Give me all the drugs. Thank you.
You're welcome. I probably need to print some sheets.
No problem, Nate.
Or not. That'll be alright. It's on Monday. That'll be
we
my
got-
Monday task.
Only 6 nights and 39 watching. Yeah, we don't get many likes, but that's okay. We get dislikes every now and then. It always makes me wonder what those people dislike about the video. Most likely, it's got to be the length. All right, so we got more boards in. I'm gonna take a look at them and see if we can fix them here on the stream.
My friend Jordan did lunch drinking. Lunch drinking. Yeah, he said, shh, don't tell him.
The guy that brought this one in, water damage that didn't turn on.
Yeah.
He came back. I told him to be here around 6.
Yeah.
He said he'd come by at 5:30. He showed up at 4:55 and then said he was going fishing. I was like, okay. I was like, when's he gonna be done? I was like, probably around 5:36.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, I'll come get it tomorrow. And as he was leaving, I was like, we're not open tomorrow. And he just left. I was like, okay.
Whatever.
Enjoy your day, bro. Enjoy
At
your
least you
day.
don't have a phone or dropping a phone.
Well, plan B, thank you. Plan B's on that stream. So if you ladies need some help, plan B.
Huh? Plan B.
Yeah, this guy's name's Plan B.
Oh, like
Like a B.
V or B?
B.
Like the pill to not have a baby? Plan
That's
B.
what stairs are for.
Touch IC 6 Plus.
Don't you know, the old-fashioned way.
You like an old fashioned.
Stairs and hangers.
Stairs and hangers. That's not a very good old fashioned.
Then infection and then death.
Oh man, put my light out. Then, yeah. Definitely infection.
Infection and death.
Yep. That's what happens.
I watched a Lifetime movie about that.
What? Getting
Poor lady
infected?
went to go have an abortion. She went to this like sketchy ass doctor, and it was based on a true story. And she died.
Get
She
ready
got an
for
infection.
the
She did not
1-star
tell her
review.
parents
Oh, I'm sure.
about it.
Well, that's
I'm
Yep.
sure.
I was like,
Would not
also
shock me at
terrified
all.
me and was like, no baby for me, I'm good. All right, are we ready?
yeah. I don't know.
Key Largo, Montego. Don't forget to hit the like button.
Do you need me to do anything?
No. I think we're all caught up.
Alright. Let's get gas in the car. Do you have money to put in the bank? Maybe I'll give you the call.
Yeah, do I have money I need to put in the bank?
Mhm.
I'm not checking the box, so. I deposited all my money yesterday.
There's checks. That there's checks.
People be writing us checks. Boo.
Writing us bad checks. Here, do that when you leave. There's a card.
Okay.
Alright. Well, I'm gonna clean the house. What you guys have anything?
Are y'all gonna day drink and clean the house?
I don't know, maybe. I gotta clean the litter box and a guinea pig cage. Taylor might have to guinea pig sit. Unless I haven't got to that, then you get home and then you can Clover sit.
I'll Clover sit.
You gotta
She
get
hates me.
exercise.
Clover
You need to
hates
get out
me.
in the yard again. You know where the bird feeder fell, or the bird feeder fell over into my flowers? And
When?
and there was all kinds of like this beautiful grass growing up around the flowers. And I had to pull it all out and throw it. That's how we didn't get here until like 12:30.
Oh, okay.
That was deep in the garden. It was beautiful grass. It was so pretty. I was so sad. Love you.
Love you. So Paul, where'd you grow up? Should I delete two E's and just be Plan B? What got you into all that stuff, Paul? Jamaica Mountain. I know Paul said he grew up in the Caribbean. I love electronics too. I think they're fun to work on and figure out how they work. This one's definitely Touch IC, by the way. It has flickering bars at the top. So we're gonna open this one up and see what we can do. What's up? Paul, do you tinker with electronics on your own, or what do you like to do for fun? We had talked about going on a cruise. I don't know if it's going to happen or not. Jess had talked about it. They're talking about having a repair cruise and just everybody going on a cruise out of Jacksonville, Florida. I don't know if it's going to happen or not, though. We've had consistent like 40 viewers though the last couple days. We had 50 the other day when we were doing the iPhone 6 CPU reball. I feel like I should just do reball videos of a CPU. It'll give me the maximum amount of views. Oh my god. Kevin, what the fuck are you listening to? Guys, press the like buttons. Yeah, Lewis isn't a fan of cruises. Lewis is he's very keep to himself. Like, I mean, he talks to people, but Lewis doesn't like to be in big crowds and stuff, so a cruise would probably be the worst situation for him. Like, not wanting to be around a large group of people all the time, and then being stuck on a boat with a large group of people all the time seems like a terrible idea. Paul, what's your business called? Are you still the sole owner of it, or have you kind of? New wife has seasickness? That sucks. I think it's always interesting to see how people have made money in their lives. Like, it's really crazy that there's so many things in this world that you can do to make a living. And it's even better when you can do that, making a living in something you enjoy. Alright, so sole owner, that's crazy. I don't know. To me, it just boggles my mind to build something that big, like to create a company that large. Like, I'm interested to see if I can even have 2 stores, much less have fucking news networks and whatever else, or cable TV shows or whatever. I'll tell you one thing though. The one goal I hope to get out of this channel is that people can watch me and understand that even some redneck Kentucky guy can do this. They can do it. I mean, it's a lot of practice and it's a lot of work, but a lot of people can do this stuff, and I hope that the community in general is helpful to everybody. I try to add as much as I can. Paul, when did you start like watching YouTube stuff? Was it when you were repairing phones and then just kind of got into watching them then, or what? Alright, so we got our board out. Let's go ahead and pull our mason chip off. This will kind of show you how I do touch ICs, if you all haven't seen it before. I'm sure a lot of you all have, but I put down a little flux. Wife got you into YouTube? That's cool. I've always watched YouTube, and I knew people did things. Like, I started watching Lewis around 4 years ago or so, I think it was. He'd been doing videos for about a year or so, and that's really what got me into doing this. And I was so impressed and thought it was so much helpful, useful information that Lewis gave out on YouTube for free, that when I finally started to get better at this job and started to understand how to repair these, I wanted to do the same thing, because I feel like it's a good way to kind of market yourself and your skills, but at the same time, like, I really enjoy like just teaching people stuff so that they can do it on their own. It can get frustrating at times, I guess, when you have to deal with people that just, instead of thinking, they just want to know what's the answer. One thing I will say is your way of explaining is absolutely spot on. Good job. Thank you. His GOP BS? Yeah, I agree. I don't think Lewis is as conservative as he acts like sometimes. Maybe, I mean, I think that there is some like liberal giving side to him. I mean, obviously he does YouTube videos, and he started out in making them for educational purposes. I mean, he makes money off them now, but I think his heart was in a good place, because I mean, when he started making them, he was getting maybe a few thousand views on his videos. There was no way he was making anything what he is now off of it. But I think Lewis has found that having kind of that extreme opinion or voicing it can kind of get him views. But I don't know if Lewis has totally bought into some of his ideas. I mean, when we talk, when we have conversations on his stream and discussions, I think Lewis is more moderate than sometimes it seems. He's definitely not a full-on help everybody out kind of person, but he also does believe in personal, like, family circle and friends, helping out friends and family. I think he just doesn't, I don't think he believes in the larger social responsibility. But I don't fault him for that. I mean, everybody has different points of view. I just don't like it when people say one thing and then they don't do it. They don't follow through with how they're talking. That's the thing that gets me about U.S. politics in general, is the fact that, and not to take any political side, and both sides are not good all the time, but the GOP has pushed a narrative that they are working for the little man, but a lot of the stuff that they do just doesn't speak to me that way. I don't know. And even the Democrats, even, like, they don't always do what they should to help out the poorer of Americans, but I guess that's where the argument comes in. Do we sit here and help everybody, or do we do survival of the fittest and say, screw you, hope you make it? Me personally, I can't be that way, but I can see how some people have that viewpoint. I don't, as far as Hillary Clinton goes, I don't necessarily like her. I think she's done some shady shit in her past. But at the same time, if you made me choose between her or Trump, I definitely wouldn't choose Trump. Just because he's not a good person to have in power. Electronics, I love to make so much money. Ads wise better than at Christmas. Oh, when you advertise electronics? Do you make, I guess with a TV station you make most of your money on ad revenue, don't you? Yeah, I was a big Bernie fan too. We went and saw Bernie when he was here in Bowling Green. As much as I understood why some people didn't like Bernie, not necessarily didn't like him, but didn't support his ideas, I think that of any of the candidates, Bernie was just, as a person, you can tell that Bernie actually gives a shit. Like, it actually means what he's talking about. And isn't just saying it to fucking get a vote. Like, you look at Bernie's life in general. He's kind of walked the walk. He's done exactly what he's been fighting for in government. So, you may not agree with his policies, but as a politician in general, he's probably one of the most honest ones that was up there. I wrote in Bernie. My vote in general in Kentucky was useless anyway. Kentucky was won by a landslide for Trump, which is crazy to me because Kentucky is one of the poorest states that supported Trump. Oh, during elections. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I could see that. The only issue I had with Bernie during the campaign is I felt like Bernie's not a very, I don't think he's a very, like, conflict-oriented person. I mean, he will disagree with people, but I think there's times in his speeches that he should have just absolutely just grilled people and stuff. Like, he knows his shit. He knows what he's talking about. And I just feel like there's so many points he could have made during the campaign that he had that could have put him over the top pretty easily. And what's more sad is that the majority of Americans would have voted for Bernie over Hillary. Here in Canada, snap elections can be called, but the campaigns are usually 6 weeks long. Yeah, I was reading about the campaigns and stuff in Canada. Don't they have like really strict rules and stuff on them too? Alright, so we need to reball our mason chip while we're sitting here wasting time. My goal in life is to make enough money that I can give back to the people that need it. That, like, there's always going to be those that use and abuse the system, but I feel like the majority of people aren't that way. The majority of people just want to get a chance to do something. And I feel like if I can give back in that way, I hopefully at some point can financially be able to give back more. I really want to get the business set up so when my mom retires that, like, there's no financial worry. Like, my mom and dad struggled quite a bit when I was younger with debt because of my dad had a car business that ended up going under, and he was stuck with a lot of debt for a long time, and my mom and dad had to kind of work out of it, and she's just now kind of caught up with it. But I really like to help her out as much as she's helped me out. So honestly, that's like one of my first goals, is to get the business large enough that I can financially help her. I mean, she's planned well for her retirement. I don't foresee her having any issues, but as much as she's given to me, I would love to be able to give back to her. And I've started to as the business has grown, but yeah, Paul, like, actually my mom and I talked about it. Like, she's talking about moving after she retires, and I told her, I was like, if she wanted to move down here, I mean, I wouldn't have a problem going out and building a new house and have a house that's for her that's right next door, so that we can be close enough to her to help her out whenever she needs it. And we, like, it's kind of a funny story, but we always kind of had this thing that, among my friends at least, we always had this idea that if any of us ever became fairly rich enough that we could afford pretty much anything we wanted, that if we had enough money, we would build a subdivision, and we would have all of our good friends live in that subdivision. And we would just buy everybody a house. But the stipulation is the person that had the money to build everything, they got to make one rule that everyone had to follow. And one of my friends, his name's Dino, he's from Bosnia, and he was saying if I get rich enough and I build everybody a house, he's like, I'm getting a statue made of a giant dick, and I'm going to have it to where everybody has to put it in their front yard at least once a month. And he said, I'm just going to randomly choose each month who's going to have it. Alright, this reball went terribly wrong. Good job, piece of shit. Let's redo that one. What's up, Austin? Let's redo that reball and see if we can get it a little better this time. I might be able to get away with sticking with some of these on here. Some of these are good, some of them are not so good. Yeah, my dad passed away. Let me see, it's been almost it's been almost 10 years. Next year, actually. My dad passed away from cancer. He had kidney cancer that spread, and it got into his lungs and his spine and caused a lot of problems. He ended up passing away in the hospital. Actually, in hospice. He was in a lot of pain because it had gotten into the bone in his spine, and it caused the vertebrae to collapse. And so they kept him on constant morphine drip to keep him out of pain. I think that's probably the hardest part, I think, of my dad dying was watching the deterioration that happens with cancer, how fast it happens, and seeing like a person that you view as strong being kind of knocked down to where they can't do anything. And that's probably the part that really affected me the most. What's up, Micah? Yeah? Did you get you some big caps? Get you some big caps?
Since they're not electrolytes, they're pretty big.
Yeah.
So they fit. I'll make them fit.
Left a ball behind here. Motherfucker. That's a little bigger than what you had there, Burrow. So does the next door neighbor have a large vise for the statue? Okay, I'm gonna have to reball those three there. Here, let me see one of those caps. Micah does have the biggest caps of all right now. They're not that big. There's probably some bigger ones.
There's probably some bigger ones, but they're pretty damn
well, I
big.
mean, I know there's bigger ones,
I gotta
but
figure out how I'm gonna mount them. I might
these
have
are
to- I might have
the
to mount
new.
them in there backwards like this, so they're
These are
sticking
the-
into the cab.
These are the new iPhone capacitors. New tantalum caps. These things are fucking huge.
Like I said, I think I'm gonna have to mount it.
33
Shit, I don't even know if I can
microfarad,
do that.
250 volt, 5%. Audio grade. There you go. Micah's a big sound guy. He likes his old school equipment with his tubes and his fancy cabinets and shit. All summers he was in a home strong. They had to give him meds as he would get pissed and he wanted to do something. Yeah. Alzheimer's is a terrible disease. Hopefully they can figure out something for it. I know they've made some progress in it, but it's definitely not a fun disease at all. Joshua says he has some 3 times that big at his store.
Does he?
Yep. He said your caps are small.
Damn. I'm just struggling thinking how I'm gonna fit these bitches in here.
He said he's seen bigger caps at a kid show.
Damn. Those big boy caps.
TCRS, why are they ditching one of them? Is it cost savings for the city or something? And if so, how does the city feel about that? Or the people in the city, I guess. Better question. Alright, let's clean this up. Yeah, that's one of the hardest parts. I mean, when you see loved ones that you're used to them being a certain way, and then with different like untreatable issues like that, it just kind of, it's hard to watch. It's more so upsetting that it pisses you off to the point like you don't know why something like that should happen or whatever. I know the hardest part for me was when Dad was in the hospital after he had the vertebrae issues, and he wanted to go to a football game. We'd always had season football tickets for Louisville football. We still do, but he'd always gone every year, and when he was on the pain meds that kind of put him out of it, like he was able to be comfortable that way, but he's just kind of out of it, and it really bothered me because like he didn't understand that he couldn't leave the hospital, but he wanted to go to the football game. And like, I don't know, I think that was probably the hardest moment. Yeah, whenever my dad passed away, honestly, I felt more relieved than anything that he wasn't just stuck in a hospital and on a morphine drip, just sitting there waiting to die. Our chip moved quite a bit there, so hopefully we don't have any issues. We'll see. Sometimes we get lucky, sometimes we don't. I think mortality is one of those things that's it's a weird subject to think about. Just when you're faced with it, what are you supposed to do? Is there really much option, and do you fear it or do you accept it or what?
Hey there.
Hey, how are you?
Doing pretty good. Can I help you?
Yes, I've got a phone that's messed up, and I think it's the LC.
LCD?
Yeah, because, I mean, it'll come on, and you can hear the volume, but there's nothing on the screen.
What model is that? It's the S6.
Did you drop it or anything?
I really
It's
don't
our daughters.
know.
It's our daughters. It probably, I'm sure, it probably got dropped.
Oh yeah, I can see crack through the glass right there.
Look it up on
Mobile Centric.
yeah.
We didn't know y'all were down.
AT&T
Oh, okay.
sent me over here.
Well, we appreciate their referrals.
Well, I think she sent it to the doctor or something one day.
Digital doc.
A long time. I don't know, something like that. It's been a long time ago since she took it there.
And the Samsung screens are.
Does she have insurance on this?
No.
No.
So no bueno on that one. So we can pull and reset this chip.
It would be it'd be 190. We'd have to order the part. It'd probably be maybe early, mid next week. Fix it. Okay. We'll order the screen, and if I can, get you out this paperwork. I'll keep you phone.
Alright. Number 2. No, not talking to myself. Yep.
Okay. How many viewers you get right now?
43.
43.
All 43. Micah gets more viewers. He just puts cats videos.
Mm-hmm. Takes none. If you're leaving the phone, then we don't need any down payment or anything like that, and we'll give you a call whenever we're getting in and get it fixed up for you.
All right, sounds good. I put my number here, and then this is my husband's number, so if I don't answer, you can call him.
Okay. All right. Sounds good.
Put his name right there beside of it. All right.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Not a problem.
You have a good day. Put a little flux down. I don't know. We need to do a quick inventory check on everything. Damn it, this ball won't stick. Come on. It's usually why I don't talk while people are in here, because they always think I'm talking to myself. What are you talking to yourself for? What are you doing there, sweet cheeks?
Being sweet. Cheeks.
You get his phone done yet, Micah?
Yeah, there's phone due.
Oh my god.
My God.
Micah. iPhone 6 screen. Get it. He have it done in like 15 minutes. He needs to step his game up. White. White screen.
You need to get some free time. Come work on my car.
Damn it, man.
I'll pay you.
I can't even work on my own car. Why do people think I have time for theirs?
I ain't work on
Right there.
Where's that?
Waiting on you.
My airlift harness.
Yeah.
The module, the clip where the module goes in, goes straight up
Yeah.
out of the module, and where I had that false floor in there for the trunk setup,
Yeah.
mashed those wires against the connector,
Mmm.
so it's broke. Several, some, few.
All of
wires.
them. All of them.
So they're broke right there at the connector. So I need somebody who can like depin it and then just resolder, like cut out the broke part and just resolder it. It's
Is
so
it-
close I can't do it without.
Is it something that has to stay in the car, or is it something that can come out?
I can take it out. It's not gonna be easy.
Yeah.
It would be that bad. At least.
It'd be easier for me, at least. If it was out of the car.
If it was out of the car and I brought it to you,
I could do it.
how much would you charge?
It depends on how much it is. Micah says $1 million. $1.5 million now.
$1.5 million.
Micah keeps raising the cost on it.
I do. $2 million now.
Now he's up to $2 million.
I can definitely pull it out for you too, though. I just have to cut, because I soldered some of the wires together instead of using connections.
Oh God.
That's
The
fine.
blobs and-
So
That's
I
good
have to-
though.
No, not any of the wires you'd have to touch, but I just have to cut them and then resolder them once I get it back in. The power wires to the compressor. I thought
It's
'cause it keeps blowing the main fuse and that goes to the battery.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing it has to be coming from that because there's no other place in the harness that, you know. I thought maybe the compressor was doing it, like the wires were shorting out or something, but there's no way now because I've resoldered them 2 or 3 times and I don't think I'm that bad.
As my art teacher one told me, sometimes we think we're not that bad at it, but we actually are. And that's when I told him, fuck you, and I left class. You need one of those red on-air signs? I do. I need to put it right here on the monitor up here. On air live. We're up to 48 people watching. Woo! Woo! That's more views than Micah's mom gets on a Saturday night.
Damn.
Damn
You
right,
bet my
Bobby.
mama.
A few more tonight.
He's gonna have a few
Those
more.
men
now.
love to see her feet too, man. I'll tell you what.
So we're gonna do test the touch. We'll go diagonal across. Over here, diagonal back across. Over to this corner. Touch is good. Woohoo! So touch is the fixed. I don't always touch the fixed, but when I does, I fix the touched.
Chris, I ever tell you about my friend that was over at my house one time. My mom was folding socks, and he said, I don't know what it is, but something with a woman with socks on her hands sure does turn me. My mom got creeped out about it.
If she saw any of our streams, she'd probably fucking keel over and die. Don't forget to click the thumbs up. That's true. Thank you. The Land of Oz here. How you doing, Handy Parts? How sad is everybody that Radio Shack in the United States is no more? I'm sad.
It makes me sad.
When you can't go buy capacitors.
Can't go buy capacitors, can't do nothing.
Chatterbait Live. What's be I2C symptoms? I2C symptoms are 80 milliamp draw won't boot. Constant 80 milliamp draw. If it's just pulling 80 milliamps and not doing anything else, that's usually I2C symptoms. Or you can get red screens. That's also I2C symptoms. Or you can start driving a BMW that's lowered on airbags. Those are also I2C systems.
No, that is amazing. Give me some of that. And then, like, the
Are you
rest
in
of the things
magazines
your
yet?
life, you have to have Chris Long fix it for you.
Are you in magazines yet?
Dude,
Have you been trying?
I'm not wrong.
Are you not? You gotta be more static, bro. You gotta wear the bottom of your car. So all the cool kids like it.
Yeah.
You have to destroy your car to be cool.
No, I enjoy it. It's fun. Trying to sell those CCWs and get some sample deals. Did I tell you how much the track?
No?
I did this was a swap. 13.5.
That's not bad. 1 mile per hour.
102.
You got some traction issues then. That's not bad though.
60 foot was 1.9.
That's pretty good.
Pretty good. That was a good run though. I had traction issues on every other run. I caught it just right that time.
My best 60 foot on drag radials, which they were DOT drag radials, just your standard driver on.
Yeah.
They weren't bias ply or anything. I pulled a 1.7. I felt like the car fucking just went at a 1.7.
Yeah, it did. Like it felt.
Mm-hmm.
It just took off. I don't know what I did.
Alex Healy's car pulls like 1.3s. Can you imagine how hard that feels?
Oh, that's insane.
Yeah.
Have you ever? The car doesn't look like it takes off. It's set up.
It's
so
because it
well.
sits down.
Yeah.
That's how the Datsun was going to be set up too. Like the guy that did the suspension set up on it.
Have you ran it yet at Beach Bend?
What?
Yeah, his BMW.
Yeah, he just said that.
So we were just talking about.
Well, I'm over here working.
He said, "Yeah, I ran it at Beach Bend, so Micah needs to shut the fuck up."
Well, what was your times?
13.5.
Oh, you're probably faster than I am. A lot faster.
Then I ran. First run
Your car should run 13s easy, Micah.
I don't know.
It's 280 horsepower, isn't it?
That was like a number that they gave to all the cars.
I know, because it was a manufacturing restriction in Japan. I know for a fact that Jacob Cartmill had a stock.
Well, I don't know Jacob.
He had a completely stock FD. He had the sequentials turned into just standard turbo. It's not sequential anymore.
Well, then that's a big difference.
No, it's not. You're just taking out the diversion valve. And he put a standalone on it to tune it. That's it.
What was he running?
He ran a 12. It's a 12.5 at 100 and, 108, 109, like dead hooked. Pulled a 1.5 60 foot on street tires. By the way, fucking stupid. I've never seen somebody.
I'm on 215s.
Like he literally was on. Yeah, he was on street tires. Like just dead hooked it.
Neogens. Little Neogens.
Yeah.
No tire prep.
Your car stock, Micah, should run like high to mid 13s.
The ones I seen at Beach Bend were running 14s.
Oh, they can't drive that. What mile per hour?
I don't know.
14s is like 90 mile per hour runs. You don't think it'll break 100 in a quarter?
Maybe, I don't know.
My stock SR ran 103 or 102.
I did 13.5, 102. I think it was 102.
Yeah, my completely stock SR, like it had side mount and everything. Like it didn't even have a front mount. Had the original side mount in your core. It ran a 102 at Beach Bend. I think it was like a. Yep.
Didn't know that
It wasn't a
existed.
fender well.
What good is that?
Some cars have them stock like that. The Jetta GTIs have a side mount in their core.
Really?
It's in the fender. Side mount is an ugly beast. It's like a toaster.
They'll heat soak.
Oh, they heat
Oh,
soak
that's what I was
bad.
about to say. I was about
They
to
heat
say
soak
something's
really
gotta be
bad.
That's why I didn't stick with them with my SR.
Yeah, mine heat soaked really badly. Like I turned the after we got it, like I got a boost controller and I got a SAFC2. We turned the boost up on it and like 12 psi. If you drove around, got out, it was hot. Let's see. Pain meds, keeping the pain down.
Are you?
A switching noise? I don't know, maybe. What?
Are you on Saturdays?
No. We closed. We go to the flea market. We go out there to see all the best of the best.
Dirt mall.
You do pretty good out there?
Sometimes. It used to be better. Now it's gotten kind of hit or miss. Touch IC done. Check that one off.
Yeah, I got an extra scope sitting at the house.
The turbo in a bottle, man. That's all nitrous is, the turbo in a bottle.
I know I know a guy that runs a BMW shop in Cincinnati. He was like, man, I've had that exact same build.
Yeah.
He said, almost down to the T is what you've done. And he said, with a 100 shot, I was running pins all day. He said, you'll need tires, which I obviously do.
You don't need that. Oh, like a drag radio or something?
Yeah. Something more than 215. I'd have to stage it, though. I mean,
I'm gonna stage you, boy.
stage it.
iPad minis. What's wrong with it? It doesn't say what's wrong with it. It just says iPad minis.
There are many iPads.
That's what's wrong with them. They were big iPads. Now they're mini
Not
iPads.
many. I don't know what happened to them.
They shrunk. Arctic Silver. Arctic Silver is mildly capacitive, so make sure it only gets on the die, not on any opponents.
I thought they reformulated it.
I don't know. Let's see. I've got Arctic Silver right here. Arctic Silver. Keep away from children. High density polysynthetic silver thermal compound. Please see instructions at arcticsilver.com. Let's see. arcticsilver.com. Let's go check out your instructions. Arctic Silver 5. That's what we got here. Arctic Silver 5. Let's see. Is not electrically conductive.
Yep.
Arctic Silver 5 was formulated to conduct heat, but not electricity. While much safer than electrically conductive silver and copper grease, Arctic Silver 5 should be kept away from electrical traces, pins, leads. While it is not conductive, the compound is slightly capacitive, so yeah, it is.
Oh, huh.
Can cause bridges if bridged between close proximity electronic paths. Arctic Silver 5 will not run, migrate, or bleed, and is RoHS2 compliant. Well, I redid my thermal paste today on this computer with it, so if it fucks up, it fucks up. I've never had problems with Arctic Silver, but at the same time, I don't squeeze 17 pounds of it out either.
Have issues with it is this dumb kid that thought he could build PCs, and he just took and just smeared that.
Yeah, that's
all
what I'm
over-
saying. Like if you put too
smeared
much
all
on
over
it.
another kid's CPU, and then stuck the CPU temp sensor for the front of the case underneath there. And
Under this,
like
the die.
not under the die, like right
You put it
next
to the
die
side?
where the heatsink goes over.
Yeah.
But he smothered it all in fucking in thermal paste, and it shorted it all out.
If it's capacitive, then biologic it has to be conductive. I don't know. Not necessarily.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I put a small amount of Arctic Silver on my stuff. I'm thinking about getting an external Thunderbolt GPU set for my laptop. It says Thunderbolt 2, so I can run like an external GPU setup with like a GTX 1070 and play pretty much any game on it. Think about doing that. Have it at home, come in, plug my computer in, game. Done with it, unplug it, bring it back to work. The cards are fairly cheap from what I've seen. You can buy a used 1070 for like $250.
I need to bring it with this call.
Thunderbolt 2 bandwidth is 20 gigs a second. 20 or 30, somewhere there. No, it'll do... It almost does full PCI X16 speed. I think it's 30. I think PCI X16 is 50.
And I gotta ask you for your money.
All your money, sir.
It's gonna be, what will be side 2 million?
2 million, yep.
No, that's for the hardest.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's right.
Hardest.
Oh, okay, fine, 1 million.
Let's see. Thunderbolt 2 throughput speeds. I'm pretty sure it's either 20 or 30 gigs a second.
Eventually, after I keep breaking, the price has got to go down. I gotta get some out discount.
You're gonna kill me, but what's your first name?
It's 20 gigs a second on Thunderbolt 2, and PCIe X16 is...
It popped up when you typed it in. Don't be acting like you knew my last name.
Looks like PCIe 3.0 is only 32 gigs.
No,
So it's fairly close.
I thought I remembered your last name.
People have run the external GPUs through the PCIe mini slot, which is a 1X slot, and it still works pretty well. You're bent.
What do you mean bent?
See where his power button flared out?
Oh.
I don't know if you can tell when you put the screen in. I tried to bend it.
Almost everyone's a mod. We got a few of them.
They're out, swelled out like that. If I would have actually noticed, I could have probably took some pliers or something and got it a little straighter.
Alright, I'm going to message this guy and see what's wrong with these iPad minis. If it's something I can do here on stream, we'll do it.
240.
If not, fuck it. Okay, never mind. I got a message. Don't fix the iPad minis.
I literally don't know what I did this time. Most time I like do something stupid. Right? This time, I loaded up scrap metal, take off. Didn't touch my phone, it was just in my back pocket. I guess I think it bent a little bit. And just,
Well, since we don't have anything else to work on, y'all want to talk about anything? Y'all want to end it? How long will I be live for? Well, not much longer.
No.
No.
Paper.
Chris, I have a good job for Micah.
Okay. Taking a harness out of a BMW?
No. I mean, you can come do that if you want, but you should have him work these pins so when somebody touches them, they just work.
Oh.
I'm not going to sit there and pre-work all those pens.
What's the meaning of life? That's the question. The meaning of life is to live.
It's to have an automatic stapler.
Have an automatic stapler. And we have accomplished that.
That's the best thing in life.
We have an automatic stapler. Life has been accomplished. Thank you to everyone for the life that we have been given. Peace be unto you.
See
Get a
you in like
case.
2 weeks when I break it again.
Get you another case.
I know, I had the case on it.
Put some
Put a better case on
put
it.
some foam in there. The programmer? I don't know if I can program anything with it, to be honest. Ah, almost died.
Alright. I'm going to have to solder some pad on the back.
I've got some old Macs I guess I could hook up. Let's see. USB 2.0. Here's the little programmer. Little fancy dancy programmer. Boop, boop. It's got USB 2.0. got a little installer disc and a little USB cable. I guess we could check this out. I got some BIOS chips in the back. I guess I could hook up and see if we can read them. Pin 4 of J2019, which goes to C2020 and FL2025, and also a test point. Test point is shorted to ground, yet FL2025 and C2020 read 0.29 in diode mode. Any ideas? Are you sure you're reading the right test point? Is the test point on a side of the filter that's not connected to the same area? Is the test point grounded to anything around it? They're usually surrounded by ground. Where did I get this? I bought it on eBay. It's from China Land. It's called a TL866 Universal Programmer. I think same one that Lewis uses. Oh, the programmer works. Who knew that CD-ROMs would come in handy? Good thing I got one. Sub to me, then say 21 and I'll sub back, also get a shout out. Why do I need to sub to you?
Don't do it, Chris.
Oh, you got banned. Man, that CD drive sounds like dog shit. Sounds like gravel. Mini Pro setup. If it's bouncing between 0 and some amperage draw, it means you have a short somewhere that's not allowing it to turn on. What the fuck is going on here? Install. That's when you know that whoever made the installer is not very good. The default directory that it points back to is itself. Alright, so that's installed. Let's eject that and get rid of that gravelly noise in our computer. Put that back in the hole that it came from. Never to be seen again. Alright, so this little clip thing goes onto a test board, it looks like. So this board goes on to, does it go onto this clip? I don't think it goes on the, it has to go onto that one though. How do you know what pin 1 is? Oh, there. It's a little arrow that says which one pin 1 is. How do you know pin 1 is here? Alright, I see. How am I supposed to get it in there? If the board overhangs the edge of it. Alright, hopefully that's right and we don't set anything on fire. Let's go grab a MacBook board and fuck with this. So this board's been harvested for parts many times. Pretty sure this is BIOS chip up here though. Yep, MX. Let's see what happens. What's pin 1 on this fucker? Pin 1 is there. Indication of pin 1 here. Doesn't look like it. Oh, there it is. Pin 1 is down here. Alright, let's see what this does. Well, we'll see if it works. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Pin 1, how many pins? 8 pins. Detect. Unknown device. Damn it. I was hoping I would read it without having to pull it. It's touching the pins. Guess I'm gonna have to pull it off and solder it to it. Yeah, this thing is old. I was really hoping I could just read it. My pin 1's right. It seems to be clipping onto the chip well. Oh, it did. There we go. So it's a, I don't even know what brand it is. MX or something. See if y'all can help me out. I'm still learning. MX. Who is that? No idea. Well, TCRS, you're no help. Who knows? Who knows who MX is? Is it Maxcom? Maxwell? Is it Winbon? Yeah, there's options to detect it, but it was saying it couldn't. Let me see. See if I can get it back on there straight again. TL866, yes. Alright. Flash detect. Unknown device. Tools, reflash. Read ID. Chip ID 0000. It is not reading it. ID does not read it.
Hot glue gun. Hottest of glues. God, do you have any more sticks? I don't know how to do it.
Austin, it won't ID it. Like I said, I'm sure somebody's watching this like, what the fuck are you doing? Does it give the same results with the clamp disconnected? Yes. Same ID. I mean, I'm just fucking around here. I'm not really super concerned if it reads it or not. I just wanted to see if it would. Pull the chip. I don't want to pull the chip. I guess I'll pull the chip. Let me see if I can hold it on there and an idea. It did something for a split second and then it stopped again. Oh, it read it that time. It gave me a chip ID. It says chip ID is 0x7FF revision 1F. So I guess it's reading it now. Or it sees it. How do you read it? Injecting 1 V8 on a short, no, it won't hurt the CPU. As long as you're not injecting 1.8 volts on a line that isn't supposed to get it. So I'm getting a revision and chip ID now. But how do you actually read it? Read. Please reflash firmware. Select main menu tools. Reflash firmware. There's no main.
Which one was it now?
Yeah, I was reading it.
Oh, yeah, I got both done. They're done.
Yeah, it sees the chip.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I got back in the back, so
Like when I plug it in now, it shows up. It says chip type is MCU, MPU.
Let me try to remember. Okay, one of them.
Select the chip type and then press the big R within the chip picture. Okay, how do I know which IC it is? I'm learning here, so you're gonna get a million questions. Here, I'll show you all what I'm looking at. That way it's easier. Alright, so this is what I'm looking at. It's on the chip, okay? Which part of that tells me what it is? I know it's MX something.
How much should we charge for virus removal, Chris?
45.
45. It'd be $95 on both.
Austin, it's a MX-12G, so let's look that up, I guess.
It'd be 95 for both of them.
MX-12G.
Because it's 7.
It is...
Okay.
Who fucking... Macronics. Is that an option here?
Okay, if we don't see it, then I'll make sure they get
Yep,
put in
it
the-
is. Sweet.
to take out there, okay?
Woohoo! Let's see if we can read
No
this
problem.
picture.
Alright, bye.
Alright, so let's ID. Overcurrent protection, external short, reverse, or damaged. Okay, so it's not that one. Unless my pins are on wrong. Oh, it's backwards. It was right. I was wrong. Duh. Leave it to electronics to be smarter than me. Alright, let's try that again. Hey! No more fuckery now. Now let's click read. And it's doing the same thing. So it IDs the chip, but it won't read it. Yeah, it's giving me no ID. I don't want to have to pull it. Check it. Check it for blankness. Connection issues? Alright. I'll pull the fucking chip. Damn it. Pulling the chip. Pulling the chip. The things I do for entertainment around here. We gotta crank this up to TCRS power. This one's for you, TCRS. Oh, Timmy. Oh, I'm sure the legs are oxidized. Do you see this board? I need to turn my airspeed up. Turn it up to TCRS speeds. TCR speeds accomplished. I've already pulled it. Fuck it. I'm not going back through it now. Alright, so let's put it on our little testy board. Testicular board. Do we have one for this size? Like a quick connect one? What size are you? Will you fit this? You don't look like you fit this. Nope, you don't fit this at all. Damn it. I was hoping. Oh ho, look at there. Found one that does fit. Alright, let's get our pin 1 in our pin 1 location. Like so. Let's stick it onto our programmer here. Like so. Let's see if it'll read it. Oh, it read it. Sweet. And it still won't let me read the chip though. The ID's there. Still won't let me read it. This is all zeros right now. They're all empty. Select main menu, tools, reflash. I don't understand what the fuck that means. There's no section for tools. Oh, there's tools. Reflash firmware. Carrying this upgrade operations computer gradually computer power and supply close all the applications. Alright, I'm gonna do this without fucking that connected. Reflash successful. Alright, now we're gonna retry this. It reads the chip. Yeah, it's IDing it. Hey, we're getting somewhere. Read. Check the chip correctly whether it contacts good pins. Oh, fuck you. It's IDing it. I'm almost to the point where I feel like I might have to just solder it on. Yeah, there he is. There's this board. This is the one I was using. You can solder it right there. I was hoping I wouldn't have to, but looks like I'm going to. Alright, fuck it. Gonna solder it. I like the little quick disconnects though. Makes life easier. We can use this one too. This one doesn't have all the extra bullshit on it. Pin 1, let's see if it's the right size. Might be too small. No, it's good. Pin 1 doesn't line up with it though. Wrong. Can't use that one. One, two, three, 1, 2, 3. Alright, let's see if this one lines up with it. Pin 1, yes it does. Sweet. So I'm gonna have to use this big gaudy board, which is extremely hard to solder to since it's not fucking, I'm not able to sit it down flush. I guess I can sit it in the programmer and just disconnect the power. There, that works. Makes it easier. So pin 1 with pin 1. Let's get our legs all in that solder, or in that flux. Now let's do some soldering. I just wanted to do this so I can reprogram these if I ever need to. I don't remember what. I think it's just for EFI locks and stuff, and then sometimes they have bad BIOSes. This is far from perfect, by the way. So do not use this as an example. Alright, let's try it again. Oh. Did something. ID. Now it's got no ID again. Let's try again. There we go. Read. Still won't read. What the fuck? Check ID error. I don't understand what the ID error is. That's alright. Pin 1 is on pin 1, is it not? Yeah, it is. What am I doing wrong, guys? Is this chip just dead? Is this BIOS bad? Is that what I've run into? Check device ID. How do I... God damn it. 25L 3205. I can't read the rest of it. Fuck me. I'm learning here, so I'm sure some of you all have done this a lot and are probably screaming at your TV right now or computer or whatever. 05D. Is there... Oh, fuck you. 05D, I guess it's that one. Let's try it now. Read. Oh yeah. Got it, baby. Now you all get to see the serial number of this board. Don't breathe now. I'll breathe all over this fucking thing.
Shit all over his wall.
The connections feel good on this thing. I mean, it doesn't feel shitty. It feels like it makes a good solid connection. I wonder if that clip would work now. Yay! We can see all the informations. All this vital information. Let's see if we can find a serial number. Lots of empty space. Oh, I think we found it. This makes no sense to me. Save the bin in at least 2 different places. We can do that. It's pretty cool reading this stuff. Lots of empty space on this chip. Alright, so we want to save this on This is a network drive. What do you mean there's no matches? Fuck you. Right here. Network drive. Let's create a new folder. MacBook. BIOS. Backup. I don't even know what this fucking is. What are you? 820-2530. Okay. How do you compare them? Can you compare them? Verify? Is that how it works? Let's verify. Two different reads. Okay. How did they get all the electrons in here? So, I guess I'll have to download a piece of software to change the serial and shit on these two, I assume. Okay, it verified it, so I'm gonna reread it anyway, but fuck it. Okay. This stuff's new to me, like the programming part of it. It is something that I'm interested in, though. Hex editor? Okay.
Big old tumor hanging out there.
God damn. Let me see that and show. This Micah's retrofit of his
Here's the original
capacitor. So original cap is here. This is Micah's monstrosity that he's made.
It's just because it's a film cap, so it's got to be a million times bigger. They're a lot more efficient though than electrolytes.
Luckily you got room back here.
Yeah.
I like your hot glue. Soldered really well?
Yeah, it's soldered. I went, around it and up and down it a little bit. I want to check the continuity.
Can't. Caps don't pass DC. You only check it with AC.
Oh.
This has to be the longest stream. No, it's not. We've had longer ones.
Alright, now to get the other one apart and get that cover in there.
But we are going to end the stream here. We're about to go home. Yeah, that's... What is the cap on? It's a
crossover.
It's a crossover for speakers. Yes, it is speaker crossover. Duke is correct. Micah plays the bass. He's a bass player. He plays the bass.
The bass.
Dang, Micah, this was copyrighted in 1998.
8?
Yep. By the
They're
PV Electronics Corporation. Oh my god. But yeah, original cap, new cap. A little different. Micah likes his caps big, like he likes his women.
Yeah.
You want this?
No, you can toss that one. I'm going to pull the one off this one so it doesn't pop on me.
Live long and fuckery. Alright, so we'll save it again just to make sure. Now these BIOS readings, you can use these for any of those, any board that is this model, correct? I would assume that would be the case. Okay. Well, that's pretty cool. I'm gonna take that off and put it in my bag of goodies. Let's go ahead and unplug this so there's no power going to it, and take it off. It should come off fairly easy with the heat. Yeah, you have to delete the... Don't you have to remove some random information or whatever? What is SPLIFF time? Programming chips to me in general is pretty cool stuff. I mean, it's cool that you can read these and change them and stuff. I will probably use this to a fraction of the functionality that it means. That's cool. That works well. I like that. I like it a lot. Put my cable up. Put my programmer up. I really want to get the flash reader so we can start doing the flash recovery stuff. That's going to be cool. Once we get to 1,000 subs, we can start taking donations. I'm definitely buying the programmer or the reader for the flash stuff first. Yeah, that's what I would use it for, would be removing EFI locks. Especially on computers if we buy them and they're fucking locked up. If somebody comes in with an EFI lock, I'm going to require some proof as to why they need it. Keep that BIOS on hand. Alrighty. I think I'm going to call it at that. I think we've had a pretty good day. Look at the fucking... That's the simplest BGA pattern ever. That CPU. Just fucking huge. Look at the GPU. GPU's like, fuck you, I'm going to have 7 million connections. As you can see, I've scavenged a few things from this board. Perforated hole from the Chinese's. This board's been beat all to hell. This is one that came with all the JTAG connectors still on it. You can diagnose the piss out of this one. Look at all those coils. Pretty cool stuff. Yeah, I can put the model in the description. I'll add that right now, actually. Let's get down here and add that in. I don't know how to add the bullet point. Do you know what the bullet point codes are? Okay, it's Alt 8, evidently. Now let's see if this shuts down my whole computer. Okay, that didn't do anything. Do they still have the little like hex key thing in here? Hex editor or whatever it was? or whatever. No, it's the character map. That's what it is. Character map. Yep, there it is. Found it.
You don't need that though. You can use ASCII keys.
How do you do that?
Hold down. I think it's Alt. And then you have a numpad.
Yeah.
Hit like 0, 1, 0, and then let go of Alt, or it's Control 1 to 2. You gotta hold down Alt, or hold down Alt, and then hit the buttons on your numpad.
It's not doing anything.
Huh?
It's not doing anything.
Try it with Control. I know it's one of those buttons, but that's how you get the ASCII key.
It just typed E all of a sudden.
Yeah, do another combination like 3, 3, 4 or something.
I put in a square. I don't know what square is.
Do another one. Just make up random ones.
I need the one.
You'll
Lewis
find it
is
eventually.
streaming.
You'll find it eventually.
I found a clover. 8 is a square. 7 is a small little dot. 9 is an open dot.
The squares
10 is
are actually ASCII keys that your computer doesn't have or something.
Good job, Kenna. I'm over here fucking typing all these random letters and or numbers in to see if I can find this. I found all the clover and all that stuff. 4-leaf clover. I found a smiley face. Does that count? I got the smiley face. Reading EPROMs. Yeah. Yeah, Lewis is streaming. Let's see if I can figure this out. I'm just gonna fucking pull up the character map. I don't know what the goddamn key press is.
You can Google it. I think that the key map will tell you too what the ASCII.
It does.
ASCII.
I just gotta find it first. Wherever the bullet point is. There it is. U plus 2022.
Well, that's it. 2022.
2022. Nope.
That's not it.
U2022.
I didn't know you could use letters.
I don't think it is. I think they're lying.
I'm lying with this.
202. I'm just gonna copy it from the character map.
Copy and paste it.
I am. Copy. Paste. Oh, it's small. It's not even the same size. Here it is. Found it. Copy. Booyah. Got it. That took far longer than it needed to. TL866. 666. Alright, Amazon. Let's see. Amazon affiliate link. I don't even know if they have it on Amazon, to be honest. We gonna find out. $1,500. What the fuck are you talking about? Oh, here we go. Alright, let's see. TL8. Hey, I found it. Sweet. I'm going to link the kit. Shorten the URL. And it is now in the description. 149 is large bullet. Well, thank you, sir. Let's see. I want to test this out. Alt 149. Nope, not on mine it isn't. On mine it's some little weird symbol. I don't know. Don't care. I got it already figured out. Samsung unveil. Oh, where the fuck did it go? Oh my god.
Why?
Samsung unveils widest computer to monitor you can buy. It's a 32 by 9 aspect ratio.
32 by 9?
Yeah, most other widescreen monitors are 21 by 9. God. Dude, it looks dumb. You gotta see this. It's, why the fuck? It looks like somebody with a giant dick. Like, it just looks out of place.
Oh, God. Jesus fuck. Look how big mine is.
It looks like my TV and they chopped the top of it off.
I guess that's something permanent. You would never move around with anything like that.
Alright. Ladies, gents, everyone, thank you for watching. I'm sure you've wasted enough time looking at my stupid shit. Go check out Lewis if you haven't. Check out... I'm going to start putting links in for all of the people that I watch. That way, if you all want to watch them, you can also. If you all want to buy something and you want to help me out in any way, just click the Amazon links and you can search for whatever you want to buy. You don't have to buy anything specifically there. Leave some... if you know anybody that hasn't liked the page or hasn't subscribed, let them know. Try to get up to 1,000. And then we're going to order ourselves a programmer or reader for some flashcards. And we're going to do some cool shit with some data recovery on SD cards and stuff. But thank you all for watching. And everyone have a good night. And Paul, I hope that your pain is gone for the rest of the night and you don't have any more problems. Because I'm sure it fucking sucks. Later.